Hello astrology lovers. As divorce has become quite common these days, from this video you will get to understand if a person will attain alimony or not after divorce. To explain to you, I will take case of Mackenzie Scott. She was ex-wife of Amazon founder Mr. Jeff Bezos. So let's study Mackenzie Scott's birth details. Birth date and day 7th April 1970, Tuesday. Birth time 6:20 a.m. Place of birth San Francisco, California, USA. Time zone and name -8 west of GMT. Latitude 37 degrees 47-north. Longitude 122 degrees 25-west. Geocentric latitude 37 degrees 35-49.68-north. Nakshatra Ashwini 4th quarter. Tithi Shukla Paksha Dvitiya. Ayanmash Khullar hourly 23 degrees 25-50.10- and source Astro Data Bank website. Collector Victor, birth certificate in hand. On the screen is Mackenzie Scott's planetary position table, cuspal position table, Rashi chart and Bhav chart. Here rising sign is Aries and moon also is positioned in Aries. So Lagna and Rashi both are Aries. We have to first check if the birth time on which we are working, if it's correct or not. So let's check that. First step of birth time rectification is Lagna subsublord must link with moon star. Here Lagna subsublord was taken as Mercury because moon and Mercury both happen to be in the star of Ketu. So Mercury makes link with moon star Ketu. Moving to second step of birth time rectification, co-rulers of Lagna, Sun, Moons, Rashi, Star, Sub and Subsublords, Star and Sublord must appear in 1, 7 and 10 or any two out of these three houses. Why 1, 7 and 10? Because when a person takes birth, obviously a person becomes a father too. So here the connection between the child and father is ninth. Ninth cusp is connected to father. So when a person becomes father, stimulation to cusp 2, 5 and 11 happens. So 2 from 9th is 10th, 5th from 9th is 1st and 11th from 9th is 7th. So when stimulation happens to any two out of these three cusps, a person becomes a father. So we have to study Sun, Moons and cusp ones, Rashi, Star, Sub and Subsublord, because Sun is connected to father, Moon is connected to mother and cusp 1 is connected to self. So, and I've studied this step many times in my other videos. You may go through that video to understand. To simplify and to save time, I have mentioned here the four planets of Sun. That's Jupiter, Mercury, Mars and Venus. Jupiter star Rahu appears in 1, 7, 10. Jupiter sub Jupiter appears in 7, 10 and sub Mercury appears in 1. Similarly, Mercury star Ketu appears in 1, 7, 10. Jupiter is sub appears in 7, 10 and sub Moon appears in 1, 10. Mars star is Sun, it appears in 7. Sub is Mars, it appears in 1 and 7 and sub is Saturn, that appears in 7 and 10. Venus star is Ketu, it appears in 1, 7 and 10. Mercury is sub, it appears in 1 and Ketu appears in 1, 7 and 10, that's sub. Similarly for Moon, Mars is in the Moon is in the Rashi of Mars. Mars we have studied here. Moon in the star of Ketu. Its star is Venus. It appears in 1, 7 and 10. Sub Mars appears in 1 and 7 and sub Venus appears in 1, 7 and 10. Moon in the star of Mercury. Mercury we have studied here, and in the sub of Rahu. Rahu appears in 1, 7 and 10. Star Sun appears in 7 and sub Ketu appears in 1, 7 and 10. Similarly, Lagna, Rashi, Mars we have studied here and here. Ketu we have studied, Mars also we have studied, and Mercury we studied here and here. So no need to study. So we are done with second step. Now moving to third step, that's the moment at which the event happens is controlled by the prana lord. So at the moment of birth, the prana lord should be significator of 10, 1 and 7 houses, or at least 2 of these houses, or prana lord itself should appear in these cusps, irrespective of the fact it has positional status or not. So on her birth, that's on 7th April 1970, prana was of moon, and moon has positional status, but it only appears in 10th. So we have to study its star and sub. Moon star is Ketu. Ketu appears in 1. Sub Mercury appears in 1. Ketu represents Sun and Venus. So Venus, as it appears in 7 and 10. So Ketu also appears in 1, 7, 10, and sub Mercury appears in 1, and sub Rahu. Rahu represents Saturn. So Saturn, as it appears in 10 and 7. So Rahu also appears in 10 and 7 as it's a shadow planet. So all the 3 cusps getting stimulated. Now moving to the fourth step, that's arc. Arc, as Lagna is Aries, a male sign, and person is a female. So arc was set to more than 50. That's 60.59%. Here rising sign is Aries, and it should be more than 50. So arc was set to 60.59%. First, we have to study if there is a promise for divorce or not. So she got divorced, so let's study the promise, and we have to study promise from first cusp and seventh cusp, because first cusp is connected to Lagna and seventh is connected to partner. Here we will study Mercury and Saturn. Mercury star is Ketu, Jupiter and Moon, sub is Moon, and Saturn is Venus, Venus Ketu. So to simplify this, I took the help of table. So here Mercury is in the star of Ketu. Ketu appears in 6, 7, 10 and 12. So it involves 6, 7, 10 and 12, or we can say involvement of 6, 10 and 12, commitment with 7, and final confirmation with 6, 10. So this can cause divorce. And the 7th subsublord Saturn, it involves 6, 10. We can say it involves 6, 10 and commits with 7, or we can say involvement of 7, commitment with 6, 10, 12, and this also can cause divorce. So Lagna subsublord and 7th subsublord both shows divorce. Divorce happened on 4th April 2019. On that very day, Dasha was Rahu, Saturn, Mercury, Mercury, Sun. So we have to study Saturn, Mercury and Sun. Bhukti, Antar, Sukshma and Prana. So Saturn, Mercury and Sun we have to study. So we have to study its star, sub and sub. And to simplify, I will use table again. So let's begin with the Bhukti of Saturn. Saturn in the star of Venus. And it appears in 6, 7, 10 and 12. And commitment also happening with 6, 7, 10 and 12. So here we can say involvement of 7, commitment with 6, 10 and 12. Similarly, Antar, Sukshma, Mercury. Mercury we can say in the star of Ketu, and we can say in Ketu in 6, 10 and 12, and commitment with 7 and final confirmation with 6, 10. Similarly, Prana Sun, it appears in 6, 7, 12. So we can say 6, 12 involvement and commitment with 7, and in final confirmation 6 and 10. So this can cause divorce. In April 2019, she announced on Twitter that she had reached a $35 billion divorce settlement, making her the 3rd richest woman in the world. So this was her tweet. Now let's check on April 2019, the Dasha, and how it supported her to get this money. So we have to study the same 3 planets and focus on cusps 2, 6, 8 and 11. 2 because it's connected to wealth, 6th because it's connected to gaining from opponent, because 7th is opponent or partner, and the loss of opponent means 6th because 6 is 12th from 7th. 11th is fulfillment of desire or fulfillment of ambition, and 8th happens to be husband's wealth because it's 2nd from 7th. So, and also 8th is also connected to unexpected gains or unexpected losses. So here we have to study 2, 6, 8 and 11. So let's study using table so that it will become easy. Mukti was of Saturn, Saturn star Venus. It appears in 2, 6, 11 and 8. Commitment with 8. So this is indirect link, like 8 from 8 to 6, 11. Then Antar and Sukshma Mercury. Here also it's indirect link from sub 8 to star 2, 6, and in final confirmation 6 and 11. And then here Prana Sun, 8 commitment with 8 and involvement of 2, 6, and final confirmation 2, 6, 11. So Bhukti, Sukshma and Prana, the planets supporting her to obtain money from her ex-husband. So you can see from this very system we can understand if a person will get alimony or not, or when the person will get alimony. So thank you so much for making to this end. If you liked what I said, then please show it by giving a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as I will upload more videos on such topics. Also, if time permits you, then please watch my other videos too. And if you have any question or query, then please feel free to connect with me with the information mentioned in the description box. I wish you have a wonderful day and stay safe.